Please like, subscribe, and consider supporting our channel. The full raw, uncensored, no narrations, no captions, and an edited version of this body cam footage can be found in the description below. Please consider joining our Patreon. Subscriptions and donations will be used to acquire more public footage related to law enforcement activities. It really helps us do original full-length reporting like this. Sharing this video serves a compelling public interest because it is intended to illustrate the consequences of driving under the influence and discourage others doing so. Defendants are considered innocent until proven guilty. Thank you all for the support.
Are you guys alright? Who was driving?
I was driving my car.
Okay. Okay. Are you okay? Okay. Do you remember kind of what happened?
Can you ask them first?
What happened? Do you remember anything that happened at all?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Are you okay? You seem a little shook up.
Around 10:49 p.m. on January 14, 2025, officers with the Middletown Township Police Department were dispatched to a motor vehicle crash on Ocean Avenue in the vicinity of Linden Avenue. Patrolman Joshua Chambers first arrived on scene and made contact with the driver of a 2013 Honda Accord that had struck a parked 2008 Pontiac G6. The driver of the Hondas was later identified as Alison Singer. Patrolman Peter McGovern arrived on scene shortly afterwards and spoke with Alison as Patrolman Chambers was speaking with the owner of the Pontiac. Alison admitted to consuming alcohol earlier that evening.
Okay. What happened?
I was trying to pull over and then...
You were trying to pull over?
Yeah.
Pull over where? Right there?
No.
Okay. Do you...
It's over here.
Okay. Just hang out. Hang out for me, okay? Hang out right there. Okay. Did you guys see anything that happened at all?
No.
No.
All I know is I heard a big bang.
Okay.
Hold on, love, hold on. Something bad happened.
I'm assuming that ring camera works or no?
I have not a fucking clue, sadly.
Okay. Do you want to maybe...
On and off.
Okay. Do you want to maybe talk to you inside and see if it kind of works? Talk to your mom or something?
No, it doesn't.
The ring camera doesn't work?
No, unfortunately, it broke.
Okay.
And
I did come out to see her try to throw it in reverse.
I'll be honest with you, I was in bed, I heard a bang, but I did not hear nobody hitting the brakes or anything.
Okay.
And
this, this is your car?
This
That's
is our
my
car.
car.
Been parked
Okay.
here, and we have
my
been
front
indoors.
end was literally at before the ramp,
Okay. Gotcha.
And obviously,
and the tires were straight.
it looks like
Okay.
It looks like she flattened our rear tire in the back there.
Sorry, I heard it when I was just about to fall asleep.
No, that's alright. How you doing? Patrolman McGovern, just on my body cams activated. Are you driving?
Yes, I was
Wait, can you tell me what happened?
trying to pull over and it was like... I think having a...
I'm sorry? Are you okay? Do you want EMS to come check you out?
I never had this.
Wait, where are you coming from tonight?
So my husband.
Where'd you come from tonight?
I was coming from...
You heard it all? Do you want EMS to come check you out? you have anything to drink tonight?
Yes.
What'd you have to drink?
I had a glass of wine. And I had a couple, 2 beers over the course of 3 hours.
Okay. Alright. Do you know where your license and registration are in the car?
Yes. It's in
Alright,
the
we'll get it
box.
for you. It's in the glove box?
Yeah.
Alright. I think Mania's coming, so let me just confirm that before I do anything. So where'd you say you're coming from?
I was coming from down the street.
Down the street? Okay, where's down the street?
That way.
That way? Yeah, but where's that way? What exactly? Where's that way? What's that way? Where were you coming from? Your husband? What happened? You were on the phone with your husband? Okay. Where is your husband, or where were you coming from?
Sorry.
What is it?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just try to kind of remember what's going on, okay? Do you remember where
I'm
you were?
like in shock.
Okay.
Can I see that?
Sure. Huh?
Mania's gonna take this car, I'm gonna take the car.
Okay. Alright. She's the owner of the red car, yeah. So, do we remember where you were coming from yet?
I work for a law firm, so
I'm sorry?
no, I work for a law firm.
You work for a law firm?
Like,
Okay. And how much did you say you had to drink tonight? Anything at all?
yes, I did have 3 glasses of wine.
Okay. 3 glasses of wine?
5 hours.
Okay. Alright. Do you remember kind of what happened at all? Like coming down the street?
Backing up.
What happened?
They were like their car
What about their car?
was moving.
Yeah, their car wasn't moving. The car was parked.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what they said.
Yeah, their car was parked, so.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't remember anything that happened? No?
I want my lawyer here before I talk about anything.
Okay. That's fine. You don't really have to talk about much anything. Okay. Did we get her license or anything? Yeah. That's fine.
So what's gonna happen is we have another officer coming. He's gonna run you through some tests to make sure you're safe to drive, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll do that real quick. We'll have the other officer come. He's going to check your eyes out, and then he's going to have you do some tests on the flat surface here. Make sure you're okay to drive. Make sure there was nothing that impaired your.
Car is okay with the taillights.
What's that?
Can you make sure that car is okay with the taillights?
What car?
Because this car, the Pontiac.
Well, you hit that car. That car was parked. Both of these people here were inside of their house when you hit their car. So that car was stationary, and it looks like you drove into it. Okay?
Alright, well,
Do you remember that at all, or no?
yeah.
Okay. You said that's not what happened? Okay. What do you think happened? That's what I'm asking you. You're not really telling me.
They pulled out.
They pulled out of where?
They backed up,
They backed up?
and I hit them.
They were backing up and you hit them? Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. I mean, that's fine. That very well could have happened. It looks to me that you ran into them. Good lucky for us, we have cameras, nowadays.
Yeah.
So I see a ring camera right there, I see a ring camera right there. And I'm sure we can have some cameras over there, so I'm sure we have perfect footage of it, so we'll see what happened. This other officer's coming up now. He's going to run you through some tests, make sure you're okay to drive. And then as long as you're okay, we'll figure out the rest in a little bit, okay? So I want you to stand up for me, okay? This other officer's going to come up right now. He's just going to explain everything to you, okay? Do you have any better shoes in your car, like sneakers or anything, or are you okay with those?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just double checking. All right. He's going to ask you as well, but just so you know, do you have any problems with your legs or anything like that that would impede you from bending? A knee what?
injury.
Knee injury? Okay. This is Officer Mania, okay? Just like we said before, both of us are going to be recording this, okay? He's just going to run you through some tests, make sure you're okay to drive tonight, okay?
Can I put my hood on? I'm freezing cold.
Sure, I know it's a little cold.
For this first test, just
Is it
keep
okay?
the hood off. Keep the hood off.
Keep the hood off for the first test.
All right.
Okay.
Because I think it's your eyes. Do you mind shutting
Yep.
your eyes? Do you have any issues with your eyes? Do you wear glasses or contacts? Okay. Well, where were you coming from tonight?
I was coming from.
Based on their suspicion of impairment, Patrolman Mania arrived on scene to administer field sobriety exercises. Alison told him that she was coming from off the hook in Highlands and admitted to consuming 4 glasses of wine before driving. The first exercise was the Horizontal Gaze Nystagmus, a HGN test. During the HGN test, Patrolman Mania observed the lack of smooth, distinct and sustained nystagmus at maximum deviation, and the onset of nystagmus prior to 45. He did not observe vertical gaze nystagmus. The second exercise was the walk and turn test. During the walk and turn test, Alison did not touch heel to toe on each step, did not count as instructed, and failed to turn and return to the starting position. The final exercise was the one-leg stand test, and Alison was unable to raise her foot without losing her balance.
I don't know.
You don't know where you were coming from?
I was talking to my friends. I was out off the hook.
Off the hook? Okay.
Yeah.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
A few glasses of wine.
A few glasses of wine?
Yeah.
Okay. How many is like a few? Like 2, 3, 4?
Probably 4.
4? Okay. Alright, so for this first test, you can just stand right... Actually, yeah, stand right here, so you're not facing the light.
I need to understand the instructions.
I know. I didn't explain them to you yet. So stand right here with your feet together, hands at your sides. Okay?
Like this?
Yep. And you said you don't wear glasses or contacts? You don't have any issues with your eyesight?
Yeah. Well, my dad is, so I don't.
Okay. That's your dad.
Not that I know.
Okay. So can you see the tip of my pen here?
The tip of your pen is right here.
The tip right here. Can you see that?
That's not the tip of the pen.
This is the tip of the pen. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
All right. What I need to do is follow the tip of the pen with your eyes without moving your head. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
All right. Just follow it without moving your head. Don't move your head.
So you're like stopping in between.
Yep, that's part of the
So
test,
I'm
ma'am.
okay.
All right, just keep following the pen. All right, almost done. All right, and then just follow it straight up, okay? So for this this next test, do you have any issues with your legs, walking, balance?
I have a knee problem.
A knee problem? What's wrong with your knee?
It's like I dislocated it.
How long ago was that?
2015.
Okay. Do you normally have issues like walking around?
Yes.
Like
I had surgery last year
okay, all right.
on my spine.
Okay. So for this test, we're gonna imagine there's a straight line right here. Okay.
Okay.
So what I need to do is put your left foot on the line, and then put your right foot directly in front of your left, touching heel to toe. All right, and then keep your arms at your sides. So you're going to stay in that position while I explain the test. Okay. So from that position, when
So the test is in a straight line.
I'm going to explain the whole test. All right, you just stay just like that. I'll explain it. So from that position, you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps down the line, counting each step out loud. Just if you could just stay, you got to stay in that position though. So So as soon as you get back in the position, I'll keep going. No, don't start yet. This is when I tell you to begin. So just stay in that position. Left foot on the line, right foot in front of it, heel to toe, your hands at your sides. Okay, just heel to toe with your hands at your sides. Don't start yet. Yep, just like that. All right, stay like that. So you're going to take 9 heel to toe steps. You're going to count each step out loud, and you're going to make sure you touch each step heel to toe. When you get to the 9th step, you're going to leave your front foot on the line, and you're going to take a series of small steps to turn around. I'm going to show you how to do it, all right? Just, you can keep your arms at your sides. You don't need to keep them out. So, left foot on the line, right foot in front of it. You're going to take 9 steps, okay? Look just like this.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. When you get to the 9th one, you're going to leave this front foot there. A series of small steps to turn around like this. And then 9 steps back, counting each step out loud. All right, do you understand?
Yes.
You're sure you understand?
I think so.
Okay, all right. If you understand, then you could begin the test.
1. 2, 3. 4. Sorry, my hands are freezing.
Yeah, I understand. It's cold out here.
Is that okay if I just start from doing my hands in my pockets?
No, you have to stay with your hands at your sides. That's part of the test.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, start over. Sorry, I didn't mean to cause these problems.
Okay. Are you done with this test, or?
Can I start over?
No. Once the test starts, you gotta continue it.
So let's start over.
Make sure you're counting them out loud.
So, what do I have to do exactly?
So when I explained the test, I asked you if you understood it, and you said you did. So
Yeah. So now that the test has changed,
it hasn't changed. It's exactly the same way that I explained in the beginning.
But, because I changed in my test, right?
What do you mean you changed in your test?
I didn't do exactly because I didn't have my hands in my pockets because I'm freezing cold.
Yeah, your hands aren't supposed to be in your pockets.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
I don't understand what you're trying to say here.
You don't understand? Do you have any idea what I'm trying to say?
Nope.
Okay.
So you want to just forego this test if you don't understand it? I mean, I asked if you understood it. You said you did. You were beginning to do it, and then you stopped.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we'll go on to the next one.
An accident. Okay.
Okay. So this next.
What are we doing?
We're going to go on to the next test since you failed to complete that one. So this next one, you're going to stand with your feet together, hands at your sides. When I tell you to, you're going to lift 1 foot approximately 6 inches off the ground with your hand. Nope, don't do it yet until I tell you to begin.
Okay.
So 1 foot, 6 inches off the ground with your hands at your sides. You're going to look down at your raised foot. You're going to count out loud 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. If at any point you drop your foot, just pick it back up and continue to count where you left off. All right. So when I tell, do you understand those instructions?
Yeah.
You do. Okay. All right. So you can begin whenever you're ready.
When am I ready? Because you told me before with the other test.
I just said whenever you're ready, you can lift your foot and begin.
Okay. So I just have to lift 1 foot. And what do I say again?
Okay, I'll explain it again. I asked you if you understood it. You said you understood it. Now you're saying you don't. So you're standing with your feet together. Okay.
I'm just clarifying.
Okay, feet together.
You're being rude.
I'm not being rude. I asked if you understood it, and you said you did. So this test, you're going to keep your feet together. All right. Hands at your sides. You're going to lift either leg, your left or your right leg, 6 inches off the ground.
So my hands have to be at a certain point?
Hands at your sides. Hands at your sides. Just like this, okay? You're going to lift one foot, either foot, 6 inches off the ground with your toe pointed forward, just like that. You're going to look down at your foot, and you're going to count 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. All right? If at any point you drop your foot, just pick it back up and continue to count where you left off. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. You can begin.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009. Is that what you asked for?
Again, I asked if you understood, and you said you did. All right. So I told you to continue to count, and if you drop your foot, just pick it back up and continue where you left off. All right.
Okay.
So what's your first name, ma'am?
Alison.
Alison. Okay. So at this point, Alison,
Based on her motor vehicle crash, the odor of alcohol, and her inability to complete the field sobriety exercises, Patrolman Mania placed Alison under arrest for driving under the influence. Her vehicle was impounded for a 12-hour hold according to John's Law. Patrolman Mania transported Alison to the Middletown Township Police Department for...
You are going to be placed under arrest for DUI, all right? You had a little too much to drink tonight. Do you have someone that could pick you up at the police department?
Yeah, he's right over there.
Oh, he's here? Okay. Just don't turn around.
Where's your driver's license and the registration? Do you need anything to go with you?
No.
Your purse?
Can you take my husband?
An officer speaking to him right now.
Stand by 1 second, all right? I just have to double lock this so that they don't tighten on you.
What's all this? Just your phone and stuff like that?
I'm
gonna grab your phone. Okay.
Southbound 1320 Route 35. White Hyundai swerving. Subject has his head against the window. Passing that bait and tackle shop now.
You have anything else on you in the other pocket?
No, there's no like droppings or anything.
Okay.
What's that? Can I just talk to my husband real fast and give him a...
Well, we'll go to the car and then we'll let him know what's going on. I'm sure he can kind of gather what's going on.
Ma'am, I already talked to your husband. I let him know what's happening. And I let him know that he's going to be picking me up.
All right. We're just going to walk right around this side to that last car. Just on this side, man.
Location 1 is 91.
Stand by right here for a second. Right here. That's all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's easier. I have a half cage.
I have the full cage. It's fine. Right?
He's got a cross now coming.
All right, man. Just take a seat right there. I'll put the seatbelt on for you. Just watch your head getting in. Just sit straight back and just swing your legs in.
I have surgery.
Yeah, no, I understand. Take your time getting in. Don't. All right. Now I'm just gonna put the seatbelt right on.
Actually, 31 straight one. I believe the caller told us wrong location. Looks like it's on 36 rather than 35. Stand by.
Yeah.
You bring this with you?
Yeah, you get to phone stuff up. I need your, when you're done with the license, I need it.
I'll just get it with my phone. So.
All right.
Go see you, man.
Yeah.
North, coming up to Thompson Avenue. 2316.
Sir. Hey, you're her husband? Yes. All right, are you going to be able to pick her up when she's done? All right, it takes usually about like 45 minutes to an hour to just process, and then they just come right down. Just have you sign a form, and then she'll go home. All right? No problem.
Left onto Ocean Avenue. The caller is reporting they see a police officer. Again, you're looking for a white Hyundai. If any units in the area.
All right, man. I spoke to your husband. He's going to come and pick you up. It takes about 45 minutes just to do the paperwork, and then you'll be home after that, all right? I'm sorry. Did you say something? It was a negative for anything in the car.
Right. And they were wrong about the type of the vehicle as well. They're saying it's a Honda CRV now, not a Hyundai.
Is that box fix?
They just turned on to Port Monmouth.
I didn't hear you, sorry.
Sorry, Alco box fix?
Oh, I'm not sure, honestly. I'm going to have to find out when we get there. Yeah. Yep, you got it. $31,396 County.
Sorry, Alison, I cut you off.
396 County. I'll be transporting an adult female 41 from this location to headquarters starting 35190.7. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Does my husband know what's going on?
Yeah, he's going to come pick you up. So, yeah, as of right now, it's a DUI.
31393, Reg on that accused vehicle is going to be Tango 27 Victor Golf Bravo. Parked on a street. Looks like it's Navasink Avenue in front of a house. I'm going to run the Reg now. County. 31412, repeat, you got stepped on. Can you investigate get a chance, please?
Yes, you can.
$31,393, the Reg comes back to
I'm just leaving the NDA now. I'll be near the Avenue.
very safe, known in the area, 2320.
County, you can put me.
31401, 2320.
What was that? I buckled it over your lap.
Your assigned call has been updated.
Yeah, no, it's a little loose. Yeah, we don't have far to go. Yep, we're almost there. Okay, we'll be there in a minute. Do you think the window open a little bit would help, or? Okay. That one actually doesn't open. Yeah. But at least we'll get some air.
Your assigned call has been updated.
300 County. 31393. Search the area. That vehicle's unfounded. You can make the primary for that. Show it clear. I'm going to head back to 182 Ocean. 36393.
Yes. What was that? It is 11. Oh, it's almost 11:30. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. It's Middletown. Yeah.
You got the tail coming down the street right now. Copy that.
What was that? Yeah. 396 County, ending mileage at headquarters 35194.7. And 396 to the, actually, disregard. Disregard 5194.7.
Can't eat all those cheeseburgers. The shipper's key on it.
Car key?
Yeah.
Whatever's, yeah, it's in here, I guess. They
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Patrolman Mania read Alison the standard statement for motor vehicle operators, and she agreed to submit breath samples.
Alright, step out. Yeah, just. Yeah, I got it. What do you use the banding? Your left or right?
Headquarters 281, you pop in here and grab that key, drive down to them, please.
Yep. So we're gonna go right in through this open door right here. Right in through this way. To the left. And then for right now, if you could just take a seat on this this bench, then I'll get the handcuffs off in 1 second. Hey, it's going, sir. So I just need to take a look over this real quick. This is it's called a potential liability warning. It's just saying that you're going to be taking custody of her. She can't drive for the next 12 hours until obviously she can get her car out. Here's your license back. If you want to just take a look over it, and then have you sign right on this line right here.
Sergeant Bumbico operated the machine, and her alkotest results indicated a BAC level of 0.276%, which was over triple the legal limit of 0.8%. After the officers finished processing her, Alison was released to her husband, pending her court appearance, after he signed the potential liability warning form. Patrolman McGovern issued Alison the following citations: operating under the influence, reckless driving, careless driving, traffic on marked lanes.
And after that, I'll bring her out, and she's good to go. There's a couple tickets associated with the DWI, so she's gonna have to. You don't have to fill out that bottom part. Yep, that's all right. Yep, just the signature. Thanks. So, and she'll be right out. No problem. I know your the results before you were asking about them. It was 0.276. Okay. So you're aware. All right. And the bathroom's right there. Okay. Have a good night.